Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third episode of Not a Podcast. We have our first ever guest here today, Emmet.
That's me.
So today we're going to be talking about You Saw Weapons.
Oh, yes, I did see that movie.
So we can talk about that a little bit, and I think we should also talk about Date Everything because I played Date Everything for the first time Thursday, and then I bought it, and I've been playing it last night. And we're filming this on a Saturday. Give me a quick ranking of who your favorites are so far.
Water.
Water, river, the water. Yeah.
I don't remember anything else.
I'm trying to think of all the characters that I've met so far because I know I have been obsessed with helping Betty.
Betty.
The bed.
Oh, the bed.
Betty the bed.
The bed. I like the bed.
I'm obsessed with her, but I'm also like she's into someone else. Do you know what I'm saying? There's the whole plot line where I'm like, I've been really into the plot lines. I also met Mateo, the blanket, because the first time I played, when I met Florence and Celia, he was just there. But now I actually went up to him directly, and I'm helping him rescue the inanimals.
Inanimals?
The inanimals, inanimate
Oh.
animals. But I also asked him on a date, and he rejected me. So I'm screwed, basically.
Cooked.
Chopped. I just found out I'm chopped and also, what is it? I found out I'm unk and also cooked.
Chopped liver?
Chopped, cooked, unk. Yesterday I hung out with some friends and I felt so unk. I actually felt so unk. It was terrible. I'm
Unk meaning older.
Yes, unk. Do you not know unk?
I've heard it. I've heard the word.
Okay, let's talk about unk. Basically, unk means you're old. Unk means you're old and cooked and chopped.
Should we talk a little bit about weapons?
We should talk about weapons. And then I do want to go back to Date Everything. We'll see where the conversation takes us. But yeah, let's talk about weapons. I thought it was really great. It's definitely in my top 3 movies of the year.
It's definitely the best horror movie I've seen.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen that many horror movies, in fairness, but I thought it was really well written.
Did you see Sinners?
No, I didn't. I really want to.
You have got to watch Sinners.
On DVD, I saw it.
Wait, go get it. Literally go get it.
I think it's on HBO or something now, right?
Yes, it is on HBO Max.
I know somebody with an HBO Max password, probably.
Yeah, I have one. I downloaded it because when we went to 54 Below, I just downloaded it so I could watch, and then I watched part of it in the dressing room. Yeah, I love Sinners. I think my top 3 movies of the year were Weapons, Sinners, and Superman.
2 horror movies and 1 not horror movie.
Not horror movie.
I guess that
super movie
makes sense. Never mind.
It's just the fact that I think when I think of horror, I think of movies that are gonna jump scare me, as opposed to movies that just have horror elements. So but they still fit into the horror genre. I mean, Jennifer's Body doesn't scare me, but it has all those makings of a horror movie that it is in the horror movie genre, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what Sinners is, where it's there was one time I think I jumped a little, and it was in the beginning. Oh, but I won't spoil. There's a specific cut in the beginning that makes you kind of jump back, but it's not nothing's happening. You know, it's just the way that it's edited. You should watch Sinners.
Oh, I think I'd love it.
Yeah, we should do.
I've heard
we should do a movie night.
Good things.
We'll do Sinners hosting Sinners movie night because Gavin finally watched it.
Oh yeah, I heard.
And she loved it. So, yeah. Now we can start just putting it on in the background, which is perfect. But you should watch it first, in the foreground. I was thinking about a line delivery from Sinners the other day because there's this one guy who goes incredibly hard. I won't put it in. I really don't want to spoil this for you. But Weapons was also really good horror movie.
I liked what they did with the perspective shifting throughout.
It's a very unique. I feel when you have a style of movie or the way that you're telling the story, you have to commit to that mode of storytelling. So I think that it was a really good way to do that, to just commit to telling the story in that way and having it be each different perspective. I
also thought the way that humor there were
it was funny. It was really funny.
The comedy was, I think, woven in pretty well and tastefully.
It's one of the best theater experiences I've definitely had in the whole year because I think our crowd for Superman wasn't really that reactive. They didn't really react to anything, and I heard I that's my favorite thing about movies is that also if you're seeing something on opening night, you react to things, and I saw Fantastic Four on opening night, and I just got the ick when someone like was laughing at a joke. I'm like, that one wasn't that funny. That was not a funny joke for you to be laughing.
Yeah, they have to all be in the same wavelength
Yeah, you
for
guys
it
have
to
to like
be.
you have to lock in. But Superman, no one was on my wavelength either because like I cried 5 times. This is known. Sinners, I don't think I had like I saw it in IMAX, but like I don't think my crowd was as receptive either. I just had friends with me who were as receptive. Like we all leaned forward during the aspect ratio change. It was really great. I saw Weapons in IMAX too, but like that the
Oh,
crowd was crazy receptive to everything. And from this point, there's gonna be so many weapons spoilers. By the way,
when she's like in the forest.
no, when she's that part. Wait, that one was crazy. Actually, the pan over to Aunt Gladys. Why was she there?
In the
Right?
forest?
Yeah. What was
Yeah,
she
she
doing in the
doesn't
forest?
really.
She doesn't do anything in the forest. So she's just scaring for the love of the game.
Does she know that the cops coming after him?
But
It doesn't
I
make
don't.
sense that she
It
would be
because they
leaving that.
like it's just like that was the only thing that like I can't wrap my head around is say like why she was in the forest because I don't think that she was particularly after um Joel.
But he saw the children.
Oh, he saw the children. That's really true.
Well, it's also funny because it's a lady in like bright colors waving and smiling.
I thought it was the clowns of 2016 because I didn't really register that it was just like some lady. I see like orange wig, bright colors. I'm like, that's a clown. So obviously the clowns of 16 are back.
The clowns of 16.
The clowns of 16, famously. Class of 16, clowns of 16.
Clown college class of 2016.
I have a friend who went to clown camp actually.
Huh.
Yeah, that part was like crazy to me because like it just the way that it was filmed and like I expected something because you know to expect something when it's like a slow pan over, but
Ugh. No, the suspense was truly a. But I guess I don't. I'm not. I'm no expert in horror movies. But
no, I mean
to
speaking
me,
of
it seemed to be a masterwork of suspense.
it really was. I mean, well, that's what makes horror movies great and like I think people are like, oh, I don't like being scared, but like it's part of the thrill to be jump scared and it's the same thing as like riding a roller coaster where you're like that it's technically dangerous or whatever. But I think the thing with horror movies is that there's something about the brain that like we can't process that it didn't happen to us.
Mm.
So then they become like our memories or something. Unless I'm making this up, I could be. I'm not gonna research it. Yeah, I got scared after this movie. I had to sleep with the lights on.
Oh, I turned the lights on and then I didn't sleep until it was light out.
Yeah. Okay, good. So I was like, let's talk about how scared we were.
I did worse than you.
I knew that okay, the day before I saw Weapons, I saw the movie Together, which I can talk about in a minute too. But I driving home from Together because I was meeting a friend at the theater, so I go to every AMC possible. But I was driving back, and my drive back was like about 30 minutes, and I'm like tweaking out because I'm like, what if something's in the back of the car? And Together is not even that kind of movie where like something could like there's a supernatural element, but it's not like another person. It's more of like if you do this thing, then this will happen. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like it was in my control, and I still was like freaking out. So I had my mom pick me up from my bed. I was like, you have to drop me off and pick me up.
Well, because you might get a bad haircut if you don't know who's in the back seat.
That's true. I literally was like, oh my god, the Midnight Barber. Actually, that brings me to like the one of the funniest moments was when the door opens like creepily. That was also so masterfully done. Like the fact that the
Oh yeah,
door opened the same way every single time, and it was just so creepy.
and the
And
fact that it's not always the same result too. It's just like
it's just that the door opens to complete darkness, even in the daytime. And Aunt Gladys, like before you know that she's who she is, she runs outside like with this crazy hair, these scissors. She's just kind of like running down the hill, and she's opposite of Kate Bush. And, like the music is silly, and everyone's kind of like laughing. And then she stops at the car, and everyone's like, "What's she gonna do?" And then like she walks away, and everyone laughs even more. And then you hear the car door open, collective like, "Oh!" Like
that was one of the most reactive
it
moments in
was so good. Like it actually
theater I've
that's
been
what
to.
makes the movie good for me. Well, that's also why I like movies is that like I like being in the movie theater. That's one of my favorite like experiences about movies that
Oh
like
yeah, I wouldn't have enjoyed that as nearly as much if I was just watching it on a TV.
That's what I'm saying, is that it's really like the way that it's meant to be watched. Superman came out on digital today, but my dad was like, "Oh, I kind of want to see it in theaters again." And I'm like, "Yes, you do. Like, let's go." It's like a different experience. So like when I tell people that I like watching movies, I don't just mean that I like sitting at home and watching a bunch of movies, which I do, but I also really love going to the theater and experiencing. Because at some point my friend left me. My friend, I saw the movie with my friend Miles, and he like got up. I don't even know where he got up. I think he got up, it was sometime after Archer, maybe? It was sometime after Archer's point of
Hmm.
view, or maybe it was after Aunt Gladys was waving in the forest. But no, it was definitely before. I want to say Wong because he played Wong in Doctor Strange. Benedict. His name is Benedict Wong. But what was his name in the movie? It was Max.
Martin was close.
Martin was really close. I had the Amar.
Wait, let's Marcus.
Okay, we'll go back. Oh, I
Revision for
wonder
the
what
test.
his name is.
Marcus.
Marcus. Yeah, so when I think it was maybe when before his perspective, um, Miles ran out of the theater. I thought he was just gonna use the bathroom or something and like step out, and then like, cause he was like, oh, I might need to step out during this movie, and then he like just never came back. So I texted him afterwards, and like I'll put maybe the text screenshot on the screen, but like he like didn't come back at all, and I was like, why aren't you coming back? I'm like scared. Like I never go on my phone in the theater. Okay, I think it's like actually a sin, but I literally just needed to know where he was.
But
Like
you're a fan of Sinners.
I am a fan of Sinners, but I despise when people are on their phones in the theater, and rarely ever do it. This was like one of the few times that I would actually like lock in and be like, Miles, like, where are you? Like,
Oh,
because
you cannot walk out during a horror movie
like,
where
and it
people
was like the
disappear.
scariest movie of the like. Yeah, it was the scariest movie of the year. Where I'm like, no, like that's the biggest thing with me, is that like this could, like, I say with Together versus Weapons, it's that like Together I'm not as scared of because it couldn't happen to me, because the chances of me going hiking are already pretty slim. But like, if I was going to hiking and someone was like, "Oh, it looks like this path is just a little bit overgrown," I'm not going on that overgrown path. Look, there's a bell with a weird cult symbol. I'm not going there. Look, I fell into a cave. Sorry, I'll call someone else to help you out. Like, maybe not. Maybe I'd help you out if you fell in a cave. Not you specifically, but like people. Like I help them out.
You wouldn't help me if I
I
fell in a
wouldn't help.
cave.
Would you help me if I fell in the cave?
I'd help you if you fell in a cave.
But would I
But
fall
I
in
would
a cave?
you wouldn't fall in a cave. But I would also take the proper course of action by like contacting emergency services.
Before you help me.
Yeah.
And then like if we were to fall into a cave together, haha, like I wouldn't drink the nasty cave water. Do you know what I'm
No,
saying? It was
like
like
that's a last ditch effort.
exactly, but it was
Not
like
even because of the whole supernatural business, but just like diseases.
diseases, and like this
Parasites?
Dave
No
Franco's
way.
character was like so committed to drinking from this. Like the minute that they got down there, I feel he was like, well, if we need water, and it's like you you can survive. You can survive like 3 days without water, right? And like you're not going to be in there for more than 3 days. You're just waiting out the storm.
Oh, they're just waiting out the.
They're
Also,
waiting
if
out
it's
the
storming,
storm.
isn't there rainwater from somewhere?
I
Or I
don't
guess
like.
maybe
I'm
not
like,
if they're in the cave. I
I
haven't
don't
seen
know.
the movie.
I don't know. It was like, yeah, like the rainwater was falling. Like it was just the fact that they fell into the cave and then they like drank the cave water. But I feel like they were only there for like one night, so like they could have just like done without the water.
Mm.
I could have done without the water and built different. But yeah, I would have just not drank water from the cave that
Yeah.
makes you mend with another person. But sorry, I'm totally.
Especially if they knew it was the cave that
The
makes
thing
you.
is, like, I'm not spoiling this because it
Oh, it's
happens
okay.
within like the first few minutes of the movie.
Because
Yeah.
there's the dog, right?
There's the dogs. It opens with these dogs, and it like literally tells you, "Hey, this is the cave that makes people the same person." You
The
know,
beach that makes you old.
the beach that makes you old. So like, I'm. It's not that one's not as bad of a spoiler, but for weapons, I've been saying like, it can happen to me because I'm scared of the concept of supernatural things.
Mm.
Like, it could be real.
I don't. For me, it makes it less scary that it is like evil magic specifically. Like
Yeah,
The Conjuring.
that makes it more scary for me because
Yeah, I think
you
this
don't know
is.
who's practicing.
Hmm.
Like,
Well, I think it's interesting because like everybody is scared by different
yes,
things.
that's true.
Like even like The Conjuring freaks me out. That's one of the only other horror movies I've seen. Do I believe
first
in
one?
demons? And yeah,
The first one was like goofy. goofy effects, so I didn't really get scared by it. Blair Witch scared me.
I haven't seen Blair Witch yet.
Um,
That is a horror movie I do want to see.
it was really good. It scared me really bad until like I looked it up and then I was like, oh, it's not real. And then I like now I now I'm really fun at parties because I go, hey, have you guys seen Blair Witch? And I stand in a corner with my back to everyone else, so I freak everyone out. Yeah, Blair Witch is a good one. You should watch that one. I think it's fun. I think it's a fun time. And it really is like I think it's really well made. Just like the concept of the found footage and it's like the first of its kind really or like at least it paved the way for found footage. So Weapons and The Shining are the only two movies that have like really freaked me out, like horror movies, because like last year me and my roommates were on such a horror kick in October and I watched so many and I wasn't as like scared as I usually am. Like I saw there's the movie Tarot where there's like this jump from the magician and that's the only thing that got me there, but like otherwise I love that movie. I'm like this is so fun. But The Shining and Weapons are like they genuinely really freak me out.
I found that in the scene. Spoiler alert, I guess.
For The Shining, if you haven't
Oh,
seen
for
it
The
yet.
Shining and for Weapons, but I mean, if you haven't seen The Shining yet, you've probably. I feel like it's been long enough that it's been more than 3 weeks or whatever the rule is.
Yeah, it's been more than three. Is that the rule to be?
I feel like I heard that somewhere.
On Twitter, the rule is after opening night. So
Oh well,
yeah.
Twitter rules you're especially screwed.
Yeah.
But there's the one scene in Weapons where, at the end, where the kid crosses the salt and the parents are trying to break down the door, and the mother sticks her head through. Like it very much
Yes.
reminded me of "Here's Johnny."
I definitely saw that. I was like, that also went through my head. I was like, wait, that's like so T.
What an artful reference! Like
Yeah, like oh okay.
Delightful.
And it makes me think of like because I just don't think I've seen that many classic horror movies, so I don't actually know what other references might have been there. From a horror movie. That one was so good. Actually, speaking of the salt, that's one of the things that freaked me out the most.
Oh
was
my
like
God!
when they like I was so lucky that I was wearing a hat during to see this movie because then I could just like which I also never do because I like to like see all of it. But like I was like I'm freaked out.
I just have a very apropos strategy.
Are you taking off your shirt?
Yeah, I take my shirt off in the
That's
theater.
a great strategy.
All right,
New
sorry
Jersey.
if the audio is about to get crazy. I go like this, like a turtle. And then I'm half a second quicker than the jump scare. Boom.
That's good. That's
I'm protected.
good.
Or if you pull it over your eyes, you can see the things that are happening on screen without seeing the spooky details.
I usually watch through my fingers. I pull like one
Oh.
of these. I literally pull a John Cena and I go like or I just because I was wearing a hat, I was able to like cover or I have like a jacket. I had my jacket with me that I use as a blanket so I could use that to cover. Yeah, there's so many strategies.
The
So,
hat is a great strategy because it also takes away the emasculation of pulling your shirt over your face.
well, I don't necessarily have to worry about that, but
Make emasculation gender neutral.
yeah, that's true. Like it's more of like a suave like just like looking away.
Yeah, it's like
It's a wee irritating.
It's kind of it's a little bit hip, I'd say. Like
sure, it's hip. It's not unk. It's not chopped.
it's like it's nonchalant.
It's locked in. It's not geeked. It's good. It is nonchalant. Oh, it is so the most nonchalant.
Like
because then you can like also like have it just half the screen. So I was like watching the bottom half of the screen while Joel was going in the house, like checking out.
God, yeah, no.
That was the craziest part. Like.
Yeah, why would you go in the fucking basement? Are you stupid?
Like
the fact that isn't when something terrible happened. Like I don't understand. Gladys was not on point with that.
Yeah, that was kind of freaky. Yeah, she's not on point with anything. But you know, at the end when they're like Josh Brolin's in the basement, and like this is where I started to get really scared. So I was like, but
this was the watching through my shirt.
I saw this specific part. Yeah.
Where she goes like.
She's in like it's like crazy. Now that I'm like removed from it and I'm not in the theater and I'm not scared as much, I can say that was like a really good one. That was a really good jump scare.
I saw it coming. It was too good for me.
I knew that it was coming too, but I was just like, it was good. Yeah, the salt was like crazy because like they didn't know because like what's the kid's name? Is like Adam or Sammy? Alex. Sammy. I was like, wait, no way. He is told not to step over the salt. But then, like, Miss Gandy and Archer aren't. And they're like...
and the fact that they scream when they step over the salt
Yes,
as opposed to
I.
just
That's the freakiest part. Is that like they start screaming at you and they like charge, and then like it
you
got.
can try to kill me, but don't yell at me.
Yeah, that's like don't tell me that you're gonna do it. Anyways, don't tell me that you're gonna do it. I want it to be a surprise when it happens to me. But when Archer kept like hitting Joel, I think that was the funniest part too.
Oh yeah, and he, like throws him over the table.
And he just the fact that he keeps getting up.
We got to talk also about how I Miss Candy. I forget her first name, like
I'm also
Josephine or
forgetting. It's
something.
I want to say Julia, but I don't think it
Julia.
is
It's something
because
something
her
with a
the
J.
actress's name is Julia Garner,
Oh,
and I don't think that it's. I'm almost positive it's not.
all right. I can say Julia Garner. Then it sounds like I know actresses and actors.
Yeah.
Julia Garner, when she's getting choked by the cop,
Yes.
and she reaches for the goddamn vegetable peeler. Now that, whatever, reasonable, reasonable
But then she
crash out.
just
But
starts
then she starts
peeling.
peeling like just go like this.
Yeah,
Why do you have to?
she starts like shaving him.
This
Oh,
this man is not a potato.
I never thought about like why didn't she just go for the eyes?
You go for the eyes, or just like go for crazy. You don't have to like actually methodically
Or you
peel
could
this
just like
man's face
stab.
off.
You could just stab. It's a metal thing at the end of the
Oh
thing.
yeah,
You know, you could stab with that.
like I get why, like go for whatever you can grab, but like the fact that like well yes, I'm going to gingerly peel this face.
Oh, oof, oof, oof. I didn't even think about that. That's a good one.
Like I get why she didn't figure out the gun at first. Also, like
Well,
I,
also
I
it's like a
really
life and
liked when
death
she had the
situation.
gun because like give people in a horror movie guns and it becomes less scary.
Yes, everything becomes a lot less scary when you have a gun. You should watch Ready or Not.
Do they have a gun?
In a way.
This is not sponsored by the NRA.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to spoil Ready or Not, but Ready or Not is like really, really good.
Oh wait, is that the one where it's the hide and seek?
Yes.
I have seen that. I watched that
You've seen it?
at some point in high
Okay.
school with
Well,
you.
do you know? Oh, have we watched it together? That's
Yeah.
crazy. I always forget when I watch
Forget
movies
when.
with people, and I apologize. But I remember today that we saw Superman together. So basically, I'm the best. Um, but in that movie, she gets the rifle off of like the display or whatever, and then she tries firing it, but she like I think she fires it at like the butler or whatever, and then it turns out to be a display weapon. Like it's not real.
And they have all the real weapons, right?
And they have all the real weapons, but I don't think any of them have guns. I think there's like a crossbow that accidentally shoots someone because she accidentally shoots one of the, they keep killing their servants, so it accidentally shoots one of the servants. I forget all of the other weapons. I think there's a bow and arrow, maybe.
Why don't they just like if I had to kill somebody or like my
It's
soul is
tradition.
forfeit? Oh,
That's like I don't know what you're gonna say, and I apologize for interrupting, but the answer is probably gonna be that it's a tradition to like use the weapons that they did, and
yeah.
like that's what they were saying is like it was tradition for all those years to turn off the security system or like to turn off the security cameras. So they only did it because they were like failing. There's a few talks about like the fact that like Archer was indeed a loving father and he like treated his son good, but his son was still a bully. And then also Archer's son seemed like had the most soup on his face, meaning that Alex took less care with him feeding soup
Oh,
than he did with the other kids, which I think is also interesting.
I couldn't notice that detail through the fabric of my
I didn't.
shirt pulled
Yeah,
over
no,
my
it's a
eyes.
little hard to see. I didn't notice that detail either. I think I just saw someone point it out online, but I think it's still interesting. But yeah, I think it's that also freaked me out when Archer is like in his kid's room. He turns his son over. The eyes are dead, and then the jump scare is literally Gladys the clown. Like when I'm telling you that for a really long time, I thought clowns were gonna be the villain of this movie. I
I
was like,
spoiled it for myself on Wikipedia.
you
Also, I had
did.
my eyes closed during that
I
scene.
think Maya
'Cause
did the
I
same
knew.
thing apparently because she hasn't seen it yet either, and she's wanted to. But she said that she's seen Aunt Gladys, which is because I was talking to my parents at home, and I was like, guys, like, what if like this is one thing like the reason I'm so freaked is because this could happen to me, and my mom was like, oh well, we won't invite Aunt Gladys to your home, and I'm like, it's not about who you invite, like with vampires, with sinners, with Seme, like it's if you invite Remick into your house, like that's the problem, but like with weapons, I'm like, oh no, 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 no. Like it's not about who you invite into your house because those kids.
yeah, it's about who
But you really,
who has access to your personal objects and
yeah, never
invites their
borrow
Aunt
anything
Gladys
ever.
over.
Bria, you have a book of mine. I need it back. Immediately finish reading it now. No one can ever have my hair. I actually just got a haircut on Wednesday. Oh no, wait, I'm so screwed. I'm so screwed.
Haircut team. I got my haircut on Tuesday.
Oh wait,
Let's go.
twin. Okay, twin.
Also, I think not the scariest, like jump scared me the most, but the scariest concept is with the forks.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's just like boom, and they start stabbing themselves with the forks. And then she says, "I can make them eat each other."
I'm like, damn, like, but like that. Okay, that part
This
I'm
poor
just like
kid.
I'm a little curious about the logistics because if she just snaps the twig, like, does she have to set an intention as to like how they do that?
She has to manifest it.
Yeah, like does she, like she's setting an intention. She's like, okay, I'm gonna like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, how does she do that to like make them eat each other? Like hypothetically,
Well, and
how would one do that?
the fact that she could also be lying because she really doesn't seem that powerful. She's such a vulnerable villain.
That is really true because she just had one strand of hair and then like really if she wanted to be all powerful, she would be bald.
True. Well, and also the fact that she can be killed that easy, like legit, if they just showed up with a gun and started shooting.
Yeah. I give the kids guns. Oh my god.
Kids.
Oh, and then like they start like ripping her apart with their teeth and it's
Ugh.
gruesome. Oh my
I
god.
also closed my eyes for that.
No. But
I
like
got the gist.
I really am so freaked out at the fact that she like went to that house and she was like, "Can I have a bowl of water?" Like, no, you cannot. No one is asking for a bowl of water.
Why would that not have worked with a glass?
Sponsored by Red Bulls. I don't know because you just have to put it in the water. I thought that he had all of the kids things and that he was gonna put it in the toilet bowl.
Oh,
I thought that that was gonna happen and that he was gonna like free everyone.
that was the fact that he did the ritual.
The fact that he did he pricked his finger. He like oh my god, yeah. Look out for people with band-aids on their fingers. That's the moral of this movie.
So
And don't
true.
let anyone borrow anything. Don't let anyone cut your hair. I literally was like, oh my god, the Midnight Barber. She's the Midnight Barber.
When I get a haircut that I don't like,
Do you
that's who
think
did
maybe
it.
it's the tree that makes this all magical, or do you think it's like actually just like the ritual part of it?
I don't know. According to Wikipedia, the tree is special,
The
but I
tree is
don't know how
special.
much I would have noticed it if it was not.
I forgot about the tree when you until you said it, and I was like, oh yeah, that is where she gets the twigs from.
I bet the
But
tree would be like a crazy dateable and date everything.
it would be a crazy dateable. We got to get
And
on
the
this.
bell.
The bell. Yes. Oh my god, because you know what? My Awala, whenever I hit it against something, it makes the same tone. It's the bell tone. I'm like,
Maybe your Aunt Gladys.
I'm Aunt Gladys. So that's why I'm not affected. The running was also like it got silly at first. Like in the opening when they all start running out and
Oh,
like
and
the
the beat.
music
Yeah,
is like I'm like, wait, what the hell? Like, is this gonna be a really funny movie? Like, no. It is really funny, but it's also scary as shit.
well, I like the fact that it didn't need to be creepy 100% of the time.
Yes. And I think that made it creepier in the moments where it really mattered.
It made it more real.
Yeah, because it's I think the thing with humor is that it creates a sense of trust that you're like, "Oh, well, I can laugh at this movie, so obviously it's not going to scare me that bad."
And then it scares you that bad.
Then it scares you that bad. But yeah, I don't know if it would have just worked with a glass of water. I feel like maybe it's the fact that like the twig is just so wide and then she would have to like I don't know, cuz it's not like they fully submerge in the bowl, right?
She also waited a long ass time before she dropped that. She could have gotten herself a bowl of water.
Yeah.
That, ugh, I did not care for that scene.
No. Because it's so violent and he like it's I think it's also the fact that like when headbutting shows up in movies, it really is just so gruesome and the head inflates so much, the eyes are bulging out, and like that's what freaked me about like his look, you know?
Oh yeah. Well, and just the whole face being smashed in thing. That wasn't a don't look at the screen. That was a like when he's walking away, like just
Yeah, you
hold
gotta
up a
squint.
hand.
Pulling out a squint is also nice.
Oh, like when I think it
You
was
know what I
small
gotta
enough on the screen that I could cover it with like a couple of
yeah.
fingers.
You know what I gotta try next time? Wearing my glasses and then just taking my glasses off.
That's shout out to that's oh well.
Of doxed. You
You
doxed.
should probably censor that, not to
Yeah.
dox my mom.
Yeah, no, I can
That's
I can
her
censor
horror
that.
movie strategy.
I will just say this, like when Miss Gandy, like someone knocks on her door, like
Oh
when
my
they're
god, ugh.
I would not be calling out who is there. That is the stupidest thing that you could be doing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be like, oh, who's there? Don't do that. That's like the horror movie rule number one. And it's not even like you're, I know, like, the whole thing is that they don't know that they're in a horror movie, but like at the same time, I'm like, you
I
have
don't
to.
know. Go grab a knife.
Like, yeah, like get a baseball bat. Oh my God. And that reminds me of when
Grab a gun.
she
She's
hears
had a
something in
gun the
her
whole time.
kitchen and then like she looks up and Aunt Gladys is on the ceiling. Like, why was everyone
Oh,
seeing Aunt Gladys before?
I also I saw that like after the nightmare sequence. I watched that. That's like the only jump scare that I properly saw.
Mhm.
Um, where it, well, I guess it's not even a jump scare. He just goes like,
Yeah. I was expecting it, but it also like I I'm a completionist, so I have to like watch the whole thing. Like if I
mm.
miss any part of it, I'm like, it doesn't even count.
I just need the gist of it.
No, yeah, oh so freaky. I'm so glad I didn't see Long Legs in theaters last year because I think
Mm.
I probably wouldn't have seen this because I probably would have been too freaked. And I didn't. I
Why
still
is it
haven't seen
called
Long
long
Legs.
legs? Because
I
it's
know.
a doll. Does the doll even have long
I don't
legs?
know, but that's you know what that's the other thing is that like I couldn't watch Weapons because there's no dolls involved. I do not freak with dolls. My nonna will call me pupida, which means doll in Sicilian, and like it's my family just calls me that all the time. So they call me pupida, like they call me doll, and it's like a term of endearment, so they use it for a lot of people. But like I'm kind of like Batman in the way that I'm scared of dolls.
Mm, so
Um,
true, so true.
because also like everyone has to apparently have a doll in their house to like for decoration. I'm like you don't need that, but yeah, Long Legs is about dolls, but I don't know what the dolls look like. But the whole premise of Longlegs is also like he's selling them to people, and like I just personally wouldn't buy a doll.
You're safe from the dolls that are
I'm safe
sold.
from the dolls, but like I would be freaked. I would be freaked. Like
I don't know. Dolls don't freak me out because they're so small.
no, dolls freak me out because they're so small, and they're like they have the baby face, and like you don't know what they're gonna do. Like I think it's just the fact that they're so still all the time, so the concept of them moving
Mm.
without me noticing
I
is
don't know because I feel like a doll comes and tries to get me, like you know.
yeah, like a goose. It could be
Yeah, like
like
a goose. If a
goose
goose tried to,
tactics.
geese do not have the right to be that confident because their neck, like the neck, is like the weak point of any animal, and they're all neck.
They're all neck. They're like very small giraffes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also like murdering more.
Yeah. The goose epidemic. No, but long legs I'm like I still haven't seen it and I don't think I will. Or no, I probably will at some point, but like I just don't I think that like dolls are not really not my thing.
Would you watch the new Conjuring movie? Because I'm pretty sure that has a doll at the
Mm.
center of it.
No, probably
But
not.
like I was in the trailer, the doll was the least scary part. I don't know. What freaks me out is the like about that kind of The Conjuring. It's not so much that I believe in demons, but the concept of like demons and ghosts in my house are freaky, and
Yeah,
the fact
that's
that you
like
can't see them, but sometimes you can. So like if like all of a sudden there's a freaky looking person who's standing in my bedroom at night
yeah.
who like didn't come in, was just already there.
That yes, that is like it like scares me off of like it's not like I can buy a house anyways cuz you don't have the money for it. Like no one has the money for it, but like what if I had the money to buy a house and then I bought a haunted house?
New build only,
Like
and then
that's
the
so
ground is
scary.
haunted.
Then the ground is haunted and you're because you built it over a graveyard. Right. I don't think I'm gonna see The Conjuring.
Either I definitely will not. I've gotten my horror fix for the decade.
Like now I'm scared to go and see because I want to do the AMC Scream Unseen, which happens every Monday, and you basically go in, you don't know, you kind of know like the rating of the movie and you know the like estimated runtime. So they give you like a fake runtime, but it's like usually close to what the movie runtime is, and you go in and then you just see it some random movie that you don't know what it is going to be yet.
Like a comedy,
No, it's usually it's Scream Unseen.
screaming of laughter.
Nope. Monsters Inc. That's the ending of Monsters Inc. Is screaming of laughter.
Don't they know that laughter produces more energy than
Yeah,
screams?
yeah. Come on, guys. Like, let's go. Let's make some more comedies.
Wait, real talk though. If the tree from Weapons was in Date Everything,
Which tree?
Like the freaky tree that she gets all the twigs from.
Is that in the forest? Or is that like
No, I think
outside?
it's like their potted plant.
Oh, true. Wait, I haven't even met the potted plant yet.
Oh, I have.
I haven't met her. I've been so focused on Mateo and his like, and then I also just met today. I met Harp or not today, but last night I met Harper and Dirk,
Who were they?
the hamper and the laundry hamper and the dirty laundry.
Oh,
Have you not
that.
met them yet?
No, I haven't met
Oh,
them
I'm so
yet.
sorry. Spoiler alert.
Wow.
I'm
No,
sorry.
you can spoil it.
I can spoil it. Well, we
The
have to.
experience of actually playing. Like I feel I had a
It's
lot of
so
spoilers to
fun.
begin with.
It's so fun. I think I only had the spoiler of like I've definitely seen them and I don't remember. I've seen Vaughn is the spoiler that I remember. The Hanks, Shelly, who I also met last night. The lighting system, Vaughn, the dishwasher, and whoever else. But like I don't really think I had that many spoilers and it is really fun to just play for yourself. And then like everyone's like telling you who you would like. So I'm like, let me lock in. But I don't know. I think my favorites right now, I really love the I won't say their names, but the vacuum cleaner. Mateo the blanket because you saw him when I played. I love the vacuum cleaner. I also love the hamper. I like Shelly the shelf. She's nice. Betty. Oh, and have you tried the books yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, you should try the books. Well, because the reason I've been like investigating the books and the shelves were because Betty. I've been playing the Betty storyline like a lot, and she's like talking about how she is like in love with someone who doesn't notice them, and I can't tell if it's me or if it's like another object in
Um,
the house. I think it's another object in the house. I don't want to like be
damn.
conceited. Like I'm sorry. Well, no, it's like we can have something
Well,
beautiful.
she comes on pretty strong. I
She
only
does come
saw
on
the
pretty
first
strong.
one. That's coming on pretty strong for somebody in love
You
with someone
know,
else.
I don't know. I think me and Betty can make something beautiful. I think the plot line is either going to be that I, convince her that she can do better, me, or that I get them together. Yeah, I really think that plot lines are so interesting where you are getting people together. Yeah, I think the vacuum cleaner is my best bet right now because he asked me out, technically.
Nice, nice.
So he asked me out first before I asked him out. That one's gonna be good. I'm trying to think who else is there. I still haven't gone back and met Beverly or Kopi.
Oh, Beverly. I forgot about Beverly.
Yeah,
Beverly is maybe my
you
favorite.
have to lock in the Beverly.
She
I think
looks
she's
like
so
Robin
cute.
from Stardew Valley, but you could actually date her.
I think she looks like Ruby Sparks from the movie Ruby Sparks.
I don't know that I've seen that
You
one.
should watch it because it's so good. That was the thing with Together too, is that like I actually liked most of the movie, despite the fact that I'm squeamish and it was a little gross. But the ending was the only thing that I was like, oh, I don't know that I like that.
Do they
Like,
completely merge?
do you want a spoiler?
Yeah, I don't. I don't think I'm gonna see it.
Okay, because it has Alison Brie. If you want to go,
Oh, I don't want to see bad things happen to
that's
Allison
true.
Brie.
That's so kind of you. Basically, the premise is that they fall into the cave, they drink the nasty cave water, and then like Dave Franco's character starts really freaking out because he can't be around Allison Brie all the time. Relatable. And then the plot twist is really well done because it turns out that their neighbor was a merged person, like part of this
Huh.
like culty church where the marriage ceremony is that you drink the water and then you merge and become the same person.
Eee.
Because basically he has the bell in his house and you're free. He cuts Allison Brie's arm, and the only way to save her, so like you think that she's dead for like a really long time, not really long time, like the next scene. You think that she's dead and she's died, but that ending, like I'm like, there's no way this is over because it feels really anticlimactic. And then she, like the next scene, you find out that Dave Franco is like, this is the only way to save us or to save you. Like, I think we should just do it. And like, they're committed. And like, I like the story about the fact that like, it takes him a minute to like realize that he does want to commit to this. But I just don't like that, like, they do end up becoming the same person. I'm like, that's just, I don't know that I like it.
Yeah,
It's
that's
freaky
weird.
to me because her parents were coming on the next, like the Sunday, so like it's just like this, like the merged person opening the door, and I'm like, you guys could have used Photoshop to see what your kids looked like, but
Do they? Is there at one point where they have two heads? That would be kind of fun.
no, but like the merging point are like they're just like it's like the body is like merging together. I guess maybe it's a little weird. I can't remember how it like happened, but I don't know. Like I said, like the ending is the only thing where I'm like, I just don't know that I like that they become the same person, but I don't know how else it could have ended. But I don't even know why I don't like that they become the same person because I like what it means in terms of the story. I think I just don't like the practicality of it. Like I like the like allegory that it represents, but I don't like the fact that they actually become the same person.
This is a completely personal thing. I'm an allegory hater sometimes.
Really?
Not always.
I'm trying to think. Was there a comedy recently that was like really good?
Oh, I watched a really bad comedy recently.
Talk to me about
Yesterday,
it.
Blades of Glory.
Never heard of. Never heard of it.
It's on Netflix. It's like a bad. It's in the same vein as Zoolander.
Oh, you've been on the Zoolander esque kick.
It's so bad. It's
That's
like it's not. It's not as good as Austin Powers. In different in the sense that it's actually worse,
hmm
which is saying something. But also, it's not as effective as Austin Powers. It's like not only is it a worse movie, it's a worse movie.
it's that's really funny. Worst movie, worst movie.
It's worse in terms of overall quality and in terms of
Quotable quotisms.
yeah, just like it's trying to be the same thing, but it doesn't do
Yeah.
so as effectively.
Okay. So it's like imitation, and it's just like a poor imitation of.
Yeah, I like
Interesting.
the Zoolander voice though.
Mogging.
He invented Ben Stiller invented
Ben
mogging.
Stiller did invent mogging, like, and no one has done it before him. I don't think historically. I'm setting it now. If you look on the timeline of mogging, it all
Ben
started
Stiller.
with Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson. Or was Owen Wilson only in the second one? No, he's in the first one, right? Okay.
I like when those two are in movies together because I feel like they've been in a lot.
It's a classic. Like that's a really good point because I feel like no one is like there's no duos anymore in movies. Like we used to have like people who were in a bunch of movies together. And now I feel like you don't really see that except for like maybe Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? Or but like we need more people who are like in movies together. Best because we started watching The Great that one time. Elle Fanning and Nicholas Hoult have amazing chemistry, and
Oh yeah.
they've gone on record to say that they're looking for like a rom com to do together. Someone write it. Someone needs to write it. Like I would so watch that. I would watch that like all the time. And the fact that they haven't been in any other project together, which is terrible because they obviously like working together and they have great chemistry. And it's like, why would you waste that to like, you know, someone needs to make this happen. Okay, Elle
What?
Fanning, Nicholas Hoult, I'm on your side.
Elle Fanning, Nicholas Hoult, professional duo.
Yeah, like I'm trying to think of. There's so many other like I think Simone Ashley and Jonathan Bailey could be another one of those
Mm.
because they had great chemistry as a Bridgerton couple, and I think that Bridgerton also doesn't really the way that it's laid out doesn't really always suit bringing back the former couples. Like I feel like it makes it a little bit tough, but also like Kate, like if they're not the focus of the season anymore, give them more screen time somewhere else. You know, like if they should get another project together.
Bridgerton spinoff.
Bridgerton spinoff. But like, I mean, maybe, or like even like Ariana Grande and Cynthia Erivo after Wicked. If they are not
Oh
in
yeah.
anything else after that, I'm like, that's crazy. Like
They cried together so
they
much.
cried together so much. You guys have to give them another movie. Like I'm trying to think of other like I don't want to think of just like couples. Like
Well, that's kind of why I like Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson as a
yeah,
duo
because they're
because
a
they're
good
just like
duo.
buddies. They're not even necessarily duos in the movie. It just feels like they're always together.
They're well because they have Night at the Museum, right?
Yeah, and Royal Tenenbaums
Oh,
too.
you know who's a good example of that? Simon Pegg and Nick Frost.
I'm not familiar
Have
actually.
you would love Hot Fuzz. You have to watch Hot Fuzz.
Similar bad early 2000s movie.
It's not bad. It is so good. It is the most. It's like so. It's Edgar Wright. So if you have seen Edgar Wright has a movie coming out soon, The Running Man
Oh,
with Glenn Powell. Edgar Wright is the director of Scott Pilgrim.
oh,
So he did Hot Fuzz, and it is so funny. And then Simon Pegg and Nick Frost were also in another Edgar Wright movie called Shaun of the Dead, which I have yet to see. But it's like zombies. I'm just not a zombie fan, so haven't seen it yet. But they're a good duo. I'm trying to think like I think this is why I love Superman is because I love watching the Daily Planet scenes. I think everyone in the Daily Planet needs to be on there. There needs to be a Jimmy Olsen show, and so we could see all the Daily Planet people showing up all the time.
that would be really. That would be like a fun That would be
It
a
would be
fun
so fun and like
spin-off, like the Office style.
yeah, like
Not fully
well, it
the
could be
Office
like
style, but like
mockumentary style, or it could just be like regular like office workplace sitcom. Like I just think like all of the like I feel like there's no like good sitcoms besides like Abbott Elementary that like are like genuinely just like you know like weekly changing and like not just continuing with some like for like I don't know, I think that's just generally TV. But like cuz you could have Jimmy Olsen as like the main character, but then like you could bring in Eve Tessmacher. I loved her in this movie. She deserves so much better than Jimmy Olsen. Cat Grant was also a show stealer for me. Perry White. They were all like really solid characters for me that I was like, I want to see more of them so bad. I think it's so funny when he's like, oh, do you still have that flying saucer deal up on the roof? And then he's like calling out Kat and like the other guy. I think his name was like Drew. And then like Beck Bennett's character, who there's always an SNL alum somewhere. Perry's like, oh, how many can it seat? And then Lois is like, 4, 5, right? Or I think she's like 5, 6, right? So then, because she thinks about it, and then he's like, okay, Beck Bennett, you can come, which I think is like, I'm like, that's so funny because like he would have just left him there. Sorry, I can't stop talking about Superman.
it was a great movie.
It was so good. What object from Superman would you make a dateable? Because like you could date a T sphere, the Mr.
That
Terrific
would
T
be
spheres.
oh. I don't know if the T spheres are my type.
You don't think so? I don't know. I think I could see myself with a T sphere.
Maybe the newspaper.
The newspaper, wait, like educated, like in the know. Yeah.
Like transatlantic accent, very like
Maybe smoking a
classic
pipe.
newspaper. Like
Maybe smoking a pipe or a
I want
cigar.
pictures of Spider-Man on my desk.
Yes, yes, like J. Jonah. Do you want to date J. Jonah Jameson? Basically. I think it's really interesting. You have to,
I
yeah.
didn't think of anything to say.
You literally just said that you wanted to date J. Jonah Jameson.
I was rebooting.
My dad pointed out that like Perry White smokes a cigar and was like, "Oh, maybe that's a J. Jonah Jameson like." But I think the thing is with Perry White is that he likes Superman and he likes that he gets some attention. Whereas the Daily Bugle, it's like J. Jonah Jameson hates Spider-Man and is like putting out hate about him all the time.
They just bond over their love of cigarettes.
Yeah, they love cigars.
That should be
but
a or wait, no, yeah, cigars.
yeah,
They met at a
they
what
made it
would an
like
AA be for tobacco? TT.
a TT. Tobacco's Anonymous.
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess maybe.
Well, it would be TA. That's less fun.
Yeah, teacher's assistant.
Teachers' assistants are all nicotine addicts.
Terrible.